Welcome back, folks. We got ourselves wrecked in the last time. We got pretty far with a difficulty I'd never tried before, but we did lose. But we managed to go down swinging, so we got a lot done. So we're still trying to get through Lakeberg. I am going to basically do base difficulty because that apocalypse difficulty is nuts. I am going to stick with. Well, let's just see. If there's anything we want, extra mana is always useful early on. Movement point is good, extra damage, leapfrog, and armor. So if we get rid of the extra one, what would we replace it with? More essence, more health, large crit base if we're going for crit build, omen of boxing, Items sold and stop getting 10% more gold, which is always useful, but I'm actually going to drop the at this point. I'm going to drop the magic and get the essence. So that's always nice to have. With that being done, base difficulty, yes, please. Okay, so back to basics once again. So they're going to come in from this side, which is fine. Let's just see who we actually have on our rosters. We have Ultrid, who's a Soliton, healthy, like he's minus 10% damage. That sucks. Less health, and he's critical. Maybe go a crit build for him then. I mean, he's got just damage, reliability. I mean, to be honest, I'm really tempted just to base. Yeah, this is a really bad run. I'm sorry, but it's. You've got two units that suffer from like negative damage. It's really not good. I really don't like these characters. No, I'm going to abandon. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't get anything out of it. I'm sorry, but like that was such a bad starting set of characters that it was just made the game so much more difficult. Okay, so let's hope these ones are at least usable. Possessed. The lack of armor is annoying, but we can work with it. Range damage, health and mana, dodge, armor. Hunter. So basically, these two cancel each other out, and it's just opportunism. And this one is critical power, dodge, magic damage. I mean, it's not the greatest, but we can use some of it. The health and it's usable. Okay. That lack of armor, though, hurts. Okay, so which way are they coming today? They're coming this way. Not the hardest thing to do. So you've got basically a magic orb. So like it deals damage to your health to use. Magic orb. Wait, does it hurt you to hurt? Wait, this guy hurts themselves to... Oh, man, that sucks. I'm better off punching things. And you've got Okay. And you've got a weapon that's just straight lines. Okay. Well, we can't do anything about it. Let's go. Okay, so that's you. So your range is pretty limited. But let's just try this out. I want to see if this actually hurts you. No, it doesn't. That's good. Against isolated targets, you do more damage. Okay. So we could go send you down the rogue build. Actually, that's the thing. I never checked to see what your guy's specializations were. Rogue is doable. So we could go down the rogue build for you. Critical power, dodge. Because you've basically got rogue and contamination, statistic, bully. Yeah, that's doable. For you, you're the one that actually has poison, so it's a good combination to go down. You don't, though, have the... You're not good for armor. Because you don't have the armor perk that I can early see. While our range character does. And your spec for being rogue and basically a bulwark. And your spec being... Okay, so this is basically a heavy crit building group. Okay. You can't move any further, so you've got to armor up. They can't get within much range of you. Okay. That's fine. You need to basically get over here and snipe this guy. At least slow him down. I really don't want to burn mana early on if I can help it. Slowing these guys down buys us some time. Your mana regeneration is terrible. Poison all of them up is fine, and then we will basically... I didn't mean to hit that person, but... We'll do that person in. They're hurt, so they can fall back. And you can just start going to town. They're poisoned, so they're going to be slowed. And you're going to come in here and support this person here. Okay. Okay, so you can't get through the armor. And an absolute ton of imps, because, you know... That's what you want to see. Okay. We've got enough to basically drop one more poison cloud on it for it to come back up. That guy isn't getting anywhere in good time. He's getting close, but he won't get through. And the rest are going to be staggered, but we should be able to at least get ourselves ready to a degree. Okay. Yeah, so he can fire off another poisoned round. The lack of poison in her skill tree, though, is disappointing. She can get her stuff back up. And that's just extra damage, okay. So let's slow them all down. And then fall back. Okay. And they're really pouring out. Okay. 7. No, she can't do any more poison, so we just need to basically start sniping. This is better against isolated targets, though, so it's not going to be super great for us. So you can fire off basically another powered shot, which is good and bad. The rest of the time, let's just start shooting these guys. Okay. And you've got to handle the leftovers. At least he hasn't got anything that... Well, Johan hasn't got anything that affects his movement. Because it looks like he's really going to have to be a movement build character. He's pretty limited range as well. Okay. Okay. Last group on the field. We're going to use the sniper to pick off individuals to make gaps so that we can do isolations. Okay. So, yeah, cleared it in the early thing, it's fine. All the resource going up, so harvest. Got some excess resources. But we've got a level 2 straight off the bat coming in from here. Okay, first things first, quick level up. So, damage straight up. Yes. Skill range. Yes. Okay. So. What do we want? When applying poison, that's not great early on. Yeah, we want to get Fatality. Fatality is really good. Spike counter, Relentless. So we'll grab that. And then down the tree, we want to grab that. What else is really good to get for him? Spike counter's good. That's good to have. And we'll go down that route. Reliability. That's good to have as well. Okay. So you leveled up. What do we have? You want to do a reroll. None of these are standout. Movement points would be good because I believe she's the one that loses movement. Or is it the armor she's wearing? No, it's the armor. Okay, so let's do a reroll. Having a deeper mana pool is always useful. Reliability. She's not the one that uses poisons. Problem is, there's so many opponents that turn up that having isolation is only really good. I'm going to go reliability because just having just straight up damage increase is always good. Okay, so he's not going to stand next to an enemy for long enough, so he doesn't get that. Need that skill range. Accuracy would be good. Daily mana regen is also useful for her as well. Quick reload is good. But accuracy and skill range is good for ranged units. Okay, so and then we have you. Action point. Yeah, just straight up action point. Just give me that. Poison damage, if we're going down the skill route, she doesn't have access to poison damage besides the weapon that she has. Daily mana regen is actually pretty good early on. Allows her to pop off her poison skills more. Isolated units, yes. Stun chance. That's not so bad. Let's grab that. No, we'll grab skill range and accuracy, though, is always nice. As long as they don't move that turn. That's not great. Okay, we'll grab the that build, and we'll grab the contamination. And lean into that. So she needs to definitely get that. And get that. If we want to go down a crit build for her. Crit build would be good against isolated targets. So early on. Physical damage is always a pain. When an isolated unit is killed, +4 damage and +6 when using physical damage. So we need to get her dagger, really. You, who's our range unit. Mark is always good. Quick reload is also good. Tower defense for early XP. Mark is powerful. There's some nice ones in here for you. I'll see how we go with you. Okay. We've got one reward. Okay. Accuracy, dodge, accuracy. XP gain. Ooh, it's nice, but early on, not great. And silver longbow. Reliability goes down. I'm going to grab the accuracy. And we'll throw it on. Who should we throw it on? Probably you, actually, because you're going to be relatively in it. So, dodge, accuracy, and armor going up is just a good idea, to be honest. We have some tainted essence. Nothing that we can really get beyond, like, traps, which I'm not that interested in. Item rerolls. Unlocking some new omens. Omen of Vigor is pretty powerful. A lot of these omens though just don't do it for me. Here I have the Death Denial perk, because they can come back once. Unlocking some traps might work. I don't know. I've never been a massive trap fan. Maybe we just save it for now. Okay. In here, better traits. We need to recruit at least 7 more heroes. Okay. Biocraft. We need to get over 50 weapons. Biocraft 30 trinkets. That's not too bad. Some of them are coming along faster than others. Okay. Okay. So, straight up construction. We have 100 gold. We got 2 workers. Right. Yeah. We need workers. We need workers really badly. So getting down workers early on helps. None of the bodies here are worth digging up. House-wise, we've got a lot of free houses. Destroy that for the gold and the resources. Okay. Do I want to start upgrading the houses? Yeah. Start getting our economy going again. The sooner we do it, the sooner we reap the benefits of having extra workforce. Okay. Okay. So, we've got 8 workers straight off the bat, which is good. The rest of the money we probably want to save because we need to basically get gold production down quick. It's not great, but it will do. Yeah, that is good though, poison damage. Dodge goes down, but poison damage going up. Physical doesn't really help us with our mage though. But I will grab it early on because it's a really good component for one of our builds. You who can go down the poison route, it would be good on once you get a poison skill. But for right now, we're going to give it to you because you have the ability that basically allows you to use poison. And early on, it's quite a nice thing to have. Right. With the resources we have for constructing the fence, Um, you know, we need to start filling holes. Limiting the hole they can come through initially is good. Also, just closing up gaps where we can is really good as well. Early on. I'm also going to throw down... Right, okay. That should be good enough for now. So if you two on the front line... We also need to start getting stuff like the Seer's Hut in as soon as possible. To get it, the ability unlocked. So what we need first is to get some gold. Once we get some more gold, we can basically put out the Seer's Hut and the inn. We've got 8 workers on the field, which will allow me to basically rip down both these houses next turn if there's nothing good being left, which will allow us to turbo boost our gold production. But let's go straight into it, shall we? Okay, here they come. Okay, so this is going to be a... So you don't have a ton of range, so you need to move up. That nerfs your... So they're coming in strong, though, this night. You need to get to here, and I am going to snipe you in the face. You speedy McGibble guys need to get whacked. I am willing to hop the fence, which will put me in some danger. Early on, do we want to drop poison? Yeah, let's drop some poison early on, which will basically give us a little bit of leeway. You're going to start running into the settlement as well, which is annoying. Okay. You're going to just play damage defense and run up here and deal with that sprinter. Because it's really running away. Okay. Pop the wall, please. Alright, you're going to pick on anybody who's isolated. Okay. And then you're going to run over here. It's not a great amount of poison we can do, but that should help us somewhat. Okay. You can basically do what you do good best, which is just smashing people. Fall back. Okay. Okay, here comes the main swarm. Okay, so how much... I really don't want to do a long beam attack against... It doesn't work well against so many enemies. I'd rather just throw poison down. Poison a whole load of them. Pick off the runners. Those guys are tanky. Hop over the wall for safety. Down here. These guys are going to be a pain. Because they're going to try flying around. Having contagion right now would be really good. The miss hurts. Not going to lie. Okay. Okay. 37 left, and these guys are still trying to run away from me, which is not great. You might have to run down and deal with them. Because they're staying just out of range, which is annoying. That person can reach me as well, and they do a lot of damage. Okay. You, on the other hand, just go to town. Your thing is basically a burst AoE, isn't it? Range, target 1+7, damage, stun chance. You can get back up, that's fine. It's these flyers I'm worried about. We don't have an easy way of dealing with them. Okay. Please die. Make my life so much easier if you did. Down here, I can see you now, you flying varmint. But I'm not going to waste any more shots on you because I actually have people that need to die. You can deal with them. Right. You haven't got no more movement left, and the enemy's not easy within range. You can still get him, though. Okay. That's fine. The fact that they're behind walls is annoying, though. Okay. Another S rank, everybody leveled up. Okay. The push across the border is worrying now, though. Okay. Level ups. My damage dealer movements is useful. Damage is still better, though. Just when in doubt, go for damage. Healing received, propagation of damage, poison damage. You're going to go into the poison section now, though, so having poison damage is actually pretty good. Because you can now start combining it with poison damage, which is good. Right. Straight up damage for you. As much as I like movement points, that was actually quite a lot of movement points, but I will get mana regen, and we'll go for quick reload is always really good. Mark is powerful. We'll grab that one because it combines well with her skill set. Right. I'm always a sucker for damage. Mana regen, let's do a reroll and see if we can get something better. Reliability, experience gain. And let's go more experience. So it means you level up quicker. Contamination is really good. Allows her poison to spread, so we get more use out of her poison ability. Okay, what was her knight reward? Better armor. It's basically the same shell, but we actually will get use out of that early on, at least. For a character who is now putting out poison damage. With the 123 we also have a 200 poison essence. 2000 dark essence, sorry, I should say. Item rerolls. Or do we want to save it and just go straight for more uncommon item types? It's probably what we want to do. Okay. Don't want to build anything yet. What we do need to put down is we need to put down some gold mines. Right, we also need to basically dig this up. And we need to dig this up. Okay. The extra gold produced, we'll get an extra 50 gold a turn. And I will put another gold mine down. Get our economy going. Okay. Structure-wise, what do you want to grab structure-wise early on? Mana replenishment we don't need so much of. I just saw of the tavern. Ah. Item-wise, movement points. Power staff, but we haven't got a mage. Improve sealed block. Improved weapon for our melee fighter. So either that, and we start throwing down scavenger camps, or we start putting out some of the construction. How much for repairs? Ugh. Repairing the walls took a good bit of our usage. Okay. I need to get another hero out soon. Okay, let's start investing again. Getting that done. We'll produce an extra 40 materials. And I will throw down a really early mana well. Yeah. This doesn't anybody need it just yet, but it's useful to have early on. 2 people coming from this way. 1 person coming from this way. Okay. So defenses. How aggressive do I want to be with this? That is the question. Having a basic gateway in here. This is always going to be a weak spot. I'm going to invest big early on and throw down a Ballistica. Which is expensive, I know. Something like that. Having a tower here. Obviously, you can't see exactly the range of where the tower is going to be. The problem is I need to basically throw my range unit in here. And for them to basically cover this whole approach for me, and which will basically take a little bit of time. Defense-wise, we've got enough basically just to... That will buy us a little bit of time, not a lot. Okay. It's not great. If we can get through this phase, though, without too much issue, I am going to basically have these 2 here, and you're covering this flank. Poison at the end of hero's turn, and you have contamination, and we can use the poison effect. So we want to use the contamination in conjunction with anyone that's near her or him. It's going to be nasty. But I'm hoping that this crossbow, this tall crossbow, and this range unit will hold the line. We need to get both the inn online, and we need to get the Seer's Hut online. So we get 75 gold flat, if I remember correctly. I'd really like... Something I'd be like would be have a breakdown of how much you get per turn. Like, baseline. I know it's depending on how well you do per night. Having scavenger of an extra 40. I think it's like 105 we get if we do it perfectly, with an extra 75 on top. Plus our builders, our workforce crews, which, to be honest, I'm tempted to strip out the remaining ruins to get extra money early on to build up our economy. If we can do that, we'll probably try and grab the Seer's Hut and the inn. To basically start pushing back the mist and recruiting another hero. And the things we want to pick up from the Abyss, we can start going into traps. The thing is that you have to like resupply them, so they're not. I haven't had much experience with them. I'd rather just basically start trying to grab stuff like more uncommon items. Yeah, tributes tend to be more uncommon on level up. That would be something really good to get. Alchemy shop. Potions early on. Consumables aren't bad, but they're better when you have a lot of excess cash. Which I don't have. Okay, I'm really aggressively building my economy up early. And hoping that my characters can hold. It all depends on how well we can basically keep the enemies from basically causing damage in basically the reward meter and like the panic meter. The better we hold, the better we get the rewards, and the more rewards we can pour back in. I need to get another hero on the field as quickly as possible, because I want to have a party of 2x2. These two work well together. So we need someone that can work well with her, either to buff her, or to someone to support, or someone to act as a shield for her. Because we need to get basically as many heroes as possible on the field. I fortified this area and this area to a degree that I'm happy with. This area is open beyond more than I like, and this area is open to a degree. But it's still not great. We still haven't also got a lot of good rewards popping out of here either. But that should change. But I've been Cornish-knight. This has been The Last Spell, and I see you all again next time. Goodbye.